NHL 94 really defined peak gaming when it came out, to the point whereby to this day it is still has a large following. It still is one of the games from the 90s which has many people that are following it and still updating and modding it. Hello everyone, I'm Cedric and let's speak about why NHL 94 is considered the best hockey game. Firstly, the game is, and I believe, the only in the series to not include the biggest part of hockey, which is fighting. Yes, NHL 94 doesn't have fighting, and the reason behind that is just to sum it up, is because when EA were pitching the game to NHL committee to try and show them like the game, although many people liked it, in that room they were in, but the board members disagreed, saying that EA should remove fighting or they cut the NHL licensing, because it seemed that most of the time many people will be able to get into fights rather than enjoy the gameplay. So it was either we get a non-licensed hockey game or hockey game without fighting. So EA chose to remove fighting since NFL had licensing. So yeah, it will be weird for hockey fans to receive a game without licensing, while NFL fans have a game with licensing, although without like players' names, but the teams were licensed. But that didn't stop the game from being fun. The gameplay was and is still good. It just feels fun to play the game. The sounds are really good, and although it has only 4 game modes, but I swear they are still fun to play. And this comes from somebody who's not a big of a fan, a big of a hockey fan. My first time playing this game, I did not understand the rules. All I knew was to score goals, and I still enjoyed it. The animations were way more cool. Sometimes you'll see this one guy in the audience move to the class, and try to stand in the class to watch the game more, or even like walking around the seats. And mind you, this was in 1992 when this game came out, and for us to see stuff like this was something really revolutionary. Like, this game really defined what it means to be an EA game. This was in the 90s when we knew that EA were popping out really good games. Okay, the game was released on the Sega CD, Genesis, Super Nintendo, and DOSBox, unless I'm missing others. And from what I heard, the Genesis version is the Sega CD version, but without FMVs. It is the same gameplay and everything, but without FMVs. The Super Nintendo has that light, while the Sega versions are kinda deep, and the DOS version, in my own opinion, is the definitive version with better graphics lighting, but it is slower than the other versions and only plays on a mouse. So yeah, that sucks. And if you were gonna emulate it on like a phone or something, well, you are in for bad luck, or unless you can find an emulator that will be able to play using the mouse well. Okay, it is up to you which version you may choose, because they are all great in their own ways. Okay, each and every version that you will be playing will be great. The game was and is still the best, and maybe because games that came after it weren't great, like NHL 96 and 98, in my own opinion, when the best games out there, like they were still fun, but when you compare them to NHL 94, like you can see the difference. Okay, and if you want to check it out, like emulation is now a thing, and like if you can find a legal copy somewhere, you can play it. Okay, and this is how I'm gonna end it. Thanks for watching.